Hi guys, it's Kerry and today I'm going to be filming a makeup look that I would use if I was going to a party or just like a glam makeup look. So I will be using a few more products than I would in my everyday makeup routine. Like I do eyeshadow and I do proper eyebrows and stuff like that. So if you would like to see the end result, then keep watching. So the same with my everyday makeup look. The first thing I'm going to do is use my elixir. It's exactly the same one as the other one. I just use that much. Rub that into my hands. For foundation, I wouldn't normally use that on an everyday basis, but I like to have something to at least put a little bit of coverage and colour into my face. As you can see, my cheeks are really red and I have a few impurities. So I'm going to use a BB cream from the Body Shop. It's the Tinted Beauty Balm in the shade Fair. The only problem I have with this is it's a little bit too dark, but I managed to sort that out with a concealer and stuff like that. So it's a little bit dark but not too much. So what I'm going to do, I put this on in a really weird way, and then I am just going to blend that in. So now that's blended, I'm going to use my concealers. They're exactly the same ones again. A lot of this, I only have one of each makeup product. So it's going to be the Avon Mark Dot, Seal It in the shade Fair, and the PS My Perfect Colour Stick Concealer in Cool Sand. And I'm just going to use, bear with me because this is actually running out, so I don't know how much I'll be able to get out, but yeah. Well, I'm getting quite a lot out actually. So as you can see, I'm putting loads more on than I would normally do. That's the liquid concealer done. Just going to use the cream concealer to cover up any impurities. I'm also putting it on my eyelids to cover up the veins ready for my eyeshadow. Next is powder. I'm again using the Fana Beauty Cosmetics Luxury Powder in the shade number 2, which I think is perfect for this like tinted beauty balm because it's not too dark and it's not too light. So I mainly set where the concealer is and wherever my makeup tends to come off first, which is like my T-zone and my upper lip. And then I just use a bit more to set the rest of my face. The brush I was using for that was the Body Shop blusher brush, just because it's a better size for my face, because I don't have the biggest face in the world, so if I have anything too big on my face, it like swallows me. So next is bronzer, and what I'm using is the Makeup Gallery Good to Glow bronzer in the shade Matte Medium 2. It looks like that, and I use this to contour and bronzer just because I don't use too much to contour. I just pop it everywhere and blend with my big fluffy flattening brush. Then I'm going to use my big brush and just bronze my face and neck up a bit. My face is really dry at the moment because I'm trying to switch my skincare routine about, so if you see any dry patches, that's why. It's not because of the makeup, it's just because my skin is dry in general, so it's making all the makeup crease and stuff like that. So as you can see, under my eye there it creases, and it does that all the time. It does it with everything. I don't know why, but yeah. So that's it for bronzer and contour, although if I wanted to glow, I'd use the Body Shop. Don't actually know what it's called. I think it's the Shimmer Waves in #1 bronze, but if you type in like eyeshadow, blusher and bronzer, it comes up, but I just use it as like an all over the face shimmer because it isn't pigmented enough to be an eyeshadow, it's not pink enough for me to be a blush, and it isn't brown enough to be a bronzer, so I just use it as like, I might use it actually, I just use it as a glow. Don't use it all over the place. I don't nose contour. I like the look of my nose. It stays like that. I don't nose contour. I can't do that to save my life. Plus I don't think the colour that I've got in bronzer would be right for my nose, because otherwise it'd just streak lines of orange down my nose. So yeah, that's it for bronzer. For blush, because I feel like I've taken some of the pink out of my cheeks, I never put too much blush on, but I'm going for the Body Shop Honey Bronze Highlighting Dome in the shade 2. It's just a really pinky colour. Doesn't come out that bright at all. As you can see, it's not very pink at all. Yes, it's a cream, and yes, I put it on top of powder, but that's the only way I get it to show up. And then I go in with, I think that was classed as the buffing brush out of this set from eBay, but I just go ham and blend that so that I don't look too much like a clown. Even though it is a glam look, I don't want to look like a clown. So next is highlighter, and in my everyday makeup routine I use the I Heart Makeup Goddess of a Triple Bake highlighter. Looks like this, but that is more of my natural everyday look one, so I'm going to go for one of the brighter looks in the Revolution highlighter palette. I don't know what it is, I got it gifted to me, I don't know where it's from or anything, and I'm just going to go in with a mixture between this and this, and I need my mirror, I think that would help. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'll just put some on my nose. I'm also going to go in with this like brownie shade here, just because I feel like it might be the most natural one to put on my face. Excuse the mask, my hair was kind of getting in the way when I was blending my bronzer out a little bit more, so yeah, I decided to put this on. But next I'm going to be doing my eyebrows, and I'm going to be using the Technic Ultimate Brow Kit, and this doesn't actually come in a shade, no, just doesn't come in a shade, but it did have 3 different powders. I used to use the light one, but then I broke that, so I had to mix together the very light one and the dark one when I had my blonde hair, but now that I've got my pink hair, I feel that my darker brows suit me, so I've just been using the dark one. Like I said in my everyday makeup routine, this is expired, so I don't use the wax, but I do use the powder. I'm just going to do the other one and then I'll come back. Now my eyebrows are pretty much done. I've got to put some gel through them. So there we go, that's my eyebrows. Sorry if anything's changed. I've put you onto my bigger tripod to see whether I could help with the angling and so that you could get a better look at the eyeshadow. So I'm using a fair few brushes for this. This Clarins one is going to be for the lids and to put, well, I'll explain it more, but I'm going to be using the Clarins brush that's double-ended, in which came in this palette. I'm going to be using my Body Shop big fluffy brush for the rest of it. It's purple because I was experimenting with things earlier, but I will sort that out in a minute. I then also have my eyeshadow brush from the Body Shop. It's just a packing brush that I use to put the shimmers onto my lid. This tiny brush from eBay, it comes in the same pastel pink set, but I use that to run underneath my lashes, on my lower lash line. And I also use one of these two brushes to do like highlight. I don't know which one I'm going to be using yet, but they're both from the same thing. They are from eBay. I know these were $1.99 for the whole pack of eyeshadow brushes, which wasn't too bad, and they're actually really soft and good as well. There's no like big fluffy brushes, but there's this one that I really like, and I basically just sit there messing through it with it. I might, if this video isn't too long, I might like do an outfit and my hair as well, like transformation thing at the end, so what I would normally wear to a party. But if it obviously goes on for too long, then I'm gonna have to just do the makeup. It might be a 20 to 25 minute video, maybe even close to 30 minutes, but I'll wait and see. But yeah, with my Clarins brush, the palest colour in the palette, just so that I can set my lids. So yeah, that's the base down. That just sets the concealer that was on there because I didn't actually put much powder on there, so that just makes sure there's no veins on my lids or anything, which is amazing. Now I'm going to go in with my big fluffy brush, and I will use the colour next to the really shiny white one, and I will use that as my transition shade. Quite a lot on the brush so that I don't run out, but normally I do that for 2 eyes, so I'm just putting that on the crease. So there's the transition shade. Next I'm going into the Clarins palette, and I am going to use a darker brown. So like I said, I'm going to go in with the Clarins palette, and I'm going to use the lightest brown in this, just to darken it up before I go in with the dark colour. Next I'm going in with this colour, and I'm just going to do exactly the same with that, just to darken it and put a little bit more colour. I'm not putting as much though. If you see my eye start leaking, it's just because I just poked myself in the eye with the brush. Next I'm going to go ahead and use one of these brushes. I think I'm going to go ahead with the pencil-y brush, just to add a little bit of black into here, just into my outer V, just to deepen the crease, and that's nearly done. I'm going to go ahead, grab some concealer, and I'm going to be using this brush from the same pack as the other marble ones. I'm just going to use this to tidy up the edge of this. And now I'm just going to blend that a little bit, make it less of a harsh line, to give it a better shape. Then I'm going to go ahead with the brush that I said was for my lower lash line, and I'm just using this colour right here. Then I'm going to go ahead and use the darker brown I used. Basically what I've done in my crease, I'm doing on my lower lash line. Now I'm going to go in with my fluffy brush and just blend it out completely. And then to finish the crease, I'm going to go in with my MAC eyeshadow in the shade Passionate, and it's just a very bright pink. And I literally just dab it the tiniest bit. This is just going to add a little bit of colour into the eyeshadow look, but I'm just going to blend this around the eye outside of the look, just to tie everything together. Once I have done that, I'm going to go ahead with my packing brush and use this shade right here. It is really crumbly though, so I have to be careful with it. I'm also going to use the Body Shop Rose Dewy Glow Face Mist, which hydrates and illuminates, and it is makeup friendly, so I'm going to spray it with this just to prevent it from being too crumbly on my eye. Just grab some of that, just make sure I've got enough, and then I'm just gonna do that and then plop this on my lid. Use my Body Shop blending brush, blend the sides out and any fallout. And then I'm going to use the last brush that I have set aside today, and I'm going to go in with my highlight palette and use the white and gold colour for a bit of inner colour highlight, like so. And I'm also going to highlight my brow bone with it as well. And that's my eyeshadow done. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye and then come back on. So I'll see you in a minute. There we go, that's that. Next I'm going to go in with the pencil eyeliner. I don't use liquid liner just because I think it doesn't suit me. But up on there I use a black kohl eyeliner. This is the Avon one. It is the brown and black one. But it just looks like this, and like I say, I use the black. I'm going to go ahead and do this off camera because I need to concentrate with it being up there. So as you can see, that black's up in the lash line. It isn't too black, which is what I like, but it's just enough to highlight this look. Next is mascara, and it will be no surprise that I am still using my Rimmel 3D Lash mascara. I have found out they still do this mascara. They do it on boots, and I am so happy because I love this. So yeah, let's just do my mascara. So that is my lashes done. It probably won't show up too much. That one's looking better actually. But yeah, that's my lashes. And I feel like the next thing and the last thing I have left to do for the makeup bit of this video is the lips. So yeah, that's what we'll do next. I am going to attempt something I have not done in ages, and I'm going to use both of these and do like an ombre lip that I used to do, but it used to just turn out pink. But I'm going to try it. I have a little brush somewhere, and I'm going to use that to line my lips and put everything on it, and then I'll just go over with the lipstick. But first I need lip balm, and this is just a lip balm. They come in a gift set, so I don't actually know where it's from or anything, but it is really oily, so I normally have to dab it off, and I don't have anything to dab it off. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Let's start with the red. Or do I start with the pink? I used to start with the red and go into pink, so that's what I'll do. I don't normally need to outline my lips for the pink, so I'm not going to bother with that. But I'm now going to go ahead and fill the lines in. So there's the red, and now I'm going to go and put pink in the middle. So yeah, this is it blended in. So that's it for the makeup. I am now going to do my hair, and then I'm going to pick an outfit out for you. So I'll do my hair and come back. So this is the hair. I've basically just done a down hairstyle with the braid going across my head like a little bit of a hairband. I don't know the actual name of this, but I call it my Dutch braid hairband just because I do a Dutch braid, but it goes and ends up there. So yeah, that's the hair and makeup, and now all we need is the outfit. Let's go. So the outfit I have chosen, if I was to go out, it would probably be this, but it's this dress. I can't remember where it's from, but I will leave like a little name here where it's from. So that's it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more of these, like get ready with me things, or if you want me to do any other type of videos, then please link them below. And if you want to follow any of my social media, I will leave the links in the description box below, so go check them out. Please leave this a big thumbs up and subscribe. I would be really grateful. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. So I will see you all next week. Bye!